Now I'm off to meet up with potato farmer Mel Calloway at her family farm in Quincy to see how they repurpose their leftover resources.
We've been here since 1951 when the water was delivered, and so yes, we grow potatoes as well as wheat, and then we grow grain corn and dry edible beans like kidney beans and cranberry beans. Yeah.
So when the water was delivered, that is like kind of the key, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Before water was here, there wasn't anything here but lots of scrub brush and weeds, I guess. So yeah, so until that happened, once the water was delivered, then we learned how to farm this ground. It's very sandy soil. It doesn't have a lot of organic matter in it. And so really water was the key to get some crops growing and get some organic matter back into the ground, and it's incredibly productive ground. So this is our delivery canal to our field. It came under, from that lateral canal, it came under the road.
Yeah.
And there's a suction and a pump on the circle back there that lifts the water up and then irrigates the field with it. So any water that doesn't get pulled up into the system and a little leftover water goes on down to the next farm, and any water that doesn't get used here eventually gets used on a farm somewhere in the basin. So thousands of miles long, but an incredibly efficient system to water the fields.
Now, so the way things are set up today, seems like you can really conserve.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, water's really important to us here in the basin. I mean, without it, we wouldn't be one of the most productive areas in the United States. And we're very consistent in the products that we deliver out of this state, and it's because we have water. Yeah, we can control it.
I wanted to take a closer look at the Calloway potato fields, so Mel took me over the bridge and through the fields to check them out.
This is a Russet Burbank field. It's contracted for frozen potato production. Russet Burbanks are pretty large and blocky, and they just make an excellent French fry. We have water monitoring systems located in every field, and then we always use our shovel to dig things up and find out, just to kind of look underneath and what's going on. So
Mel showed me what to look for when checking in on the potatoes.
Here's the potato hill underneath all this foliage here. So
this is the mound.
So one of the things we definitely look for is to make sure this foliage is all nice and healthy underneath here, and it is.
Mel says these potatoes still have a few more months to grow before they'll be harvested.
It's got a long ways to go.
How big will these get?
I mean, he'll get about that big, so he'll get quite a bit bigger.
Yeah.
That's only about a 6-ounce size, and we want him to be 12 to 16.
We ended our tour by visiting the equipment shed. This harvesting equipment helps the Callaways bring in up to 14,000 tons, or a football field of potatoes.
What do you want people to know about the farmers of Washington State?
The majority of us are family farms, and this is our livelihood, and it's important to us to preserve that livelihood and pass on the next generation. I think we take a lot of pride in the fact that we have the ability to grow food, and not just for Washington State, but for the rest of the world.
And you're conservationists too.
Definitely, yeah. We definitely value the fact that we have irrigation water here on a consistent basis. So I think it's important that people know we put a lot of value in the entire environment.
A lot of love. And you feed the world.
And to feed the world, definitely.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.